So contractors, if you're running paid ads, they're supposed to bring people into your business. Let's make sure that when you do that, you don't have a bunch of dirty laundry lying around. You actually have it as a place that people want to be. We're going to talk about how to make sure in part two of today's contractor paid ad success formula, how to make sure you're not letting money on fire when you're spending money on paid ads. And today it's really about the big three: your website, your Google business page, and your Facebook page. You're running ads to try and get people to check out your business and ideally call you, but that they're going to go look around your house. They're going to go check around what's going on. I'm going to show you some examples today of how this is being done with some other contractors who are running ads today. And if they happen to see this, then you're welcome for the free audit. If you want me to do a breakdown of some of your ads live next week in part three, just drop a comment, let me know. Happy to do that for you. But otherwise, if you want the full series of the entire paid ad success formula, just drop ads in the comments and we'll send you the full series, the full list all at once. But let's jump into part two, how to make sure that we're prepping your space. That's what we call it. So here we go. All right. So we talk about this is, again, the ads are there to bring people in. If they're going to welcome somebody inside your business, let's prep the space. First one, let's talk about your Google business profile, the green one. Okay. Do you have Google reviews? Ideally within the last 2 weeks, and even better if they're specific to the offer that you're making inside your ad or the project you're making. Because it turns out when someone sees the ad, they're going to go check out your Google page and you're going to start looking for reviews before they decide to call you or before they decide to fill out the form, things of that sort. So let's give yourself a chance making sure you got a good recent review. And if you need some help with getting some strategies to get those reviews up, if they're not coming in as quickly as you like, turns out we can help with that too. But second thing is your social media. Is it optimized for that first impression? Do you have the right cover images in place? Pinned content? Do you have easy contact information? Do you have recent posts? So that's the blue. Okay, is that where it needs to be? Are your social media profiles prepped and ready to invite people to want to move forward? Last one, the website. Are you sending people to a dedicated landing page for the offer, for what you're inviting to do? Don't just send them to your homepage. Big mistake. And again, do you have tracking set up? We're going to spend the money on clicks to send people to your website. Do we know when you look at your traffic numbers on your site how many people are actually going there, whether inside the ad and also on the site itself? So you can be able to help determine the difference between spam clicks or fake clicks or ones that actually land on your website. So you'll want to be able to know the difference. And then ideally, not everybody that's going to go to your site after seeing your ad is going to be ready to start right away, but they may down the road. And so this is where we like to make sure you've got a lead magnet in place so that you can capture as many leads as possible, whether they're the ready to buy leads or the down the road leads. Let's make sure you're capturing all of it for the same spend because you got that one chance to really capture the information from that click. Let's do it. So you're not, again, just letting potential leads spill out and miss from the traffic you're generating. So let me show you a couple examples of leads that are of contractors running ads and some of the ways that we can help them, or that if I were in their shoes, I'd be trying to apply some of these things to get them going. So as we did last week, this is where you can, again, ethically and legally spy on the competition, look at what they're doing inside the Meta Ads library. So as last week, I decided we're going to pick on painters again. Just maybe we'll probably go to somebody else next week, but just for fun, we'll look at some painters. So we've got Rhetoric Painting. Okay, here's their ad. Interesting that under the painting search term, we've got some other real estate people, but let's look at Rhetoric Painting. That was the first ones that came up. They've been running this ad, or they've been running ads for since April. There looks like their main message, and looks like they probably could use step one. If you miss step one, there's some things inside this ad right away that we missed from step one with respect to their offer. But their messaging here is clearly just, we strive for excellent service. We're local. And then they've got this picture. I'm not really sure what that's doing to inspire action, but they're still running the ad. So it must be doing something, but certainly it could be doing more. But if you go into the ad itself, let's take a look at their Facebook page. They've got 29 followers. They've got a little bit of context here. I'd like to see more in the about section. They got a cover photo that shows a phone number, but I think we do a lot more to get people excited about why they should call. Their most recent post is from June of last year. So even though they're running ads today, running that ad that I just showed you, they haven't posted anything on their page since June. I mean, I like they've got some good before and afters, but I might want to be maintaining some currency so people know, hey, these guys are legit. Let's take a look. I couldn't actually find them on Google at all. They don't have a Google business profile, period. So it's interesting that they're deciding to invest in Facebook ads or Meta ads without having a Google business profile. So that would be, in their case, something I would look out for. And then a website, I didn't see one for them either. So no website at all. So this is what we call the spray and pray approach. Let's run some Facebook ads and see what we can do. I just hate to see people set money on fire like this. I'd love to help them. If you know these guys, send them over. Happy to help. But if your ads look like this, then we should talk. So let's pick on somebody else as another example. I looked at, let's see, the next one, this NAH Painting. So they're running a Spanish language ad. So let's find if that's who they're really trying to help. They're trying to reach that market. Let's take a look at the ad itself. Okay. Showing that they're best of 2025. And at least in their ad, you've got a link to their website, whereas I think this other one that we showed you earlier didn't. I think this one just said, just had to click the, it was a message ad. So they were just trying to get people to send them a message. This one is intended to send people to a website. So let's see what happens when you click on that, you go to their website, which interestingly enough, the link that they're sending people to, even though it was a Spanish language ad, is going to an English language landing page or website. You might want to have those correlated. If you're going to take the time to run an ad in Spanish, make a Spanish landing page, or vice versa, whatever the case is. Let's have some consistency from the people that you're reaching inside your ad. Looks like you're just sending to the homepage. Doesn't really have any direct correlation. We like to see, as we talked about earlier in this step, let's have a dedicated landing page. If you're trying to have a specific offer on your ad, so they're just talking about how they're most efficient and honest workers. They have the best painters, they're responsive. So that's great, but there's no real specific offer so when people come to the web page, they're just going to get lost and confused. Let's have an offer that really grabs their attention. Again, that's a little bit of a hat tip to last week on part one. Let's get an offer that really drives some action so you can get leads from the traffic you're generating. Look at their Facebook page as someone does. Their 41 followers, again, doesn't, at least, okay, their intro section is in Spanish. Okay, so maybe they are trying to really lean into that market. But their cover photo is somebody wearing one of their shirts with their phone number on it. So at least you know what the phone number is. We can do a lot more with a cover photo to try and drive action. There's some best practices that we've talked about in other trainings inside this group. And then at least they posted recently. Looks like it's just a couple of days ago. So that I like that they've got that. Okay, and some videos, so that's fine. But we don't have any pinned or featured posts to try and draw attention to, so whether they're special, what makes them great, some other specific offers, or again, reasons for people to take immediate action. If I look at their Google business profile, they're up to, let's see, how are we doing? They're sitting on, let's see, 13 reviews. So let's see, are they replying to the reviews? We're happy to work with you. Thank you for your business. So they're doing at least some replies, better than no replies at all. But we've talked about in one of our other guides about the best practices for responding to Google reviews. Again, if you need some help with that, there's plenty more we could do to help make sure that those replies actually help drive conversions and conversations rather than just a, hey, thanks. So yeah, I use a lot. And then I think even down below there, looks like they're not using the Google Posts feature as well. And that's another key thing that's going to help really drive more traffic for free to their Google business profile and convert with some offers that they can mirror. If they're going to have an offer in their ad, they can have that same offer show up on their Google profile so we can get people who are, again, when they see it for that second time, they're going to be more likely to call and take action. So a little bit of a quick breakdown. So again, if you're going to run ads, let's prep your space. Let's make sure that you've got alignment across all three of these so that you've got what we call your big three ready to go: your website, your Facebook page, and your Google business profile. Make sure those are all helping you with the ads that you're running so that everything works together to get you more traffic, better leads, more return from the same ad dollars. So you're, again, not just setting your money on fire. Again, if you want to copy the full list of all 6 parts of the Contractor Pay Ad Success Formula, drop ads in the comments. I'll send it all over to you. But otherwise, we will see you next week for part 3. And yeah, if you decide that, hey, if you're running ads and you want to have yours broken down and see if you're passing the test for part 3 or some of the other parts in the series. Let me know. We'll get you the help you need. See you next time.